Good everyone, in this video today we have a sub request by HeyBigChris for the F4U-4B Corsair. Now, as we all know, this is a plane that kind of dropped off the radar since, well, it used to drop off the radar. And that was purely because of the real shatter. It made this thing's guns, plus things like the A1H and all the rest of them, drop off like a stone in terms of usability because of their guns being extremely crap. Nowadays, though, real shatter has been fixed. So, how do these guns do? Well, this is going to be my very first match in the F4U-4B in about 3 years. I'm looking forward to this one because I'm hoping that I don't have to deal with sparky guns because I had to deal with that when I was spading the damn thing. And whilst I did get a good number of kills, I didn't enjoy spading this plane. I know how good it is, don't get me wrong, but when your guns do jack all, it doesn't really help in terms of its overall capability now, does it? So the F4U-4B is an aircraft that a lot of people have been arguing whether it should go up in BR from what I've seen. I don't know, personally. It's been a while since I've really played this thing, but if the real shatter works as well as it should, you could probably slap this thing at 6.0 like the F2G and call it a day, really. And of course, if you look at the other vehicles available, like the Cannon Cat, this thing has always been stuck at 6.3, whilst the MG one's always gone down. There is an argument to be made to drop this thing in BR, but, well, I'm sure people will complain about that. I'd probably put it at 6.0, but the simple fact of the matter is the aircraft before it, the F4U-4B, to me, is a better plane all round. Like, yeah, the F8F does have its advantages over it, but personally, I preferred flying the F4U-4B Corsair than I did the Bearcat, and that's just me, really. And then when you take it, because I've flown the F2G quite a bit, this is a very good plane as well, but obviously it doesn't have cannon, and when you're fighting jets, it can be a little bit of a trouble sometimes. When you fight an ME-262s and you have 50 cals, it's not a simple job, but it is doable, because their engines are quite vulnerable to fires and stuff. But then you look at vehicles like this and you're wondering why the fuck would you even play it, but, you get my point. So, without further ado, let's get in and let's get cracking in the old F4U-4B. So yeah, whilst we're quickly waiting for the match, I'm going to quickly show how my spade actually went with the F4U-4B. I'm going to find it first. You can tell I didn't play it too much. Where is it? F4U-4B. Here we are. So, even though it took me 22 battles to spade it, I died 9 times, 33 air kills, which I think a couple were bots, but then 90 ground targets. That's pretty much how I had to spade this thing. So that just gives you an idea. Obviously it's been a while, so I'm hoping the plane has gotten its guns back, because I know some people are thinking, oh, how did you get nearly a 3-to-1 kill to death ratio with, well, nearly a 4-to-1, technically speaking, with bad guns? And the simple fact of the matter is, I threw enough shit at the wall until it stuck, so there you go. Alright, so we got Battle for Bastogne, and I'm hoping it's not 6v6, because even HeyBigChris doesn't want that shit. Oh, hello. We got some spice in here. Looks to be 6-3, unfortunately. So I suspect this will be 6 versus 6. So I'm hoping the guns actually get to do something here, because I'm hoping it's not 4 288s and 1 K4 and some poor bastard in a 335 premium. So let's see how it goes. But hey, I suppose it could be worse. We could be the one with 4 bombers and they have all fighters, so there is that. Oh, it's actually going up to 7 now. Fingers crossed we actually get a decent match, because I really don't want to be doing a 6v6 overall. So one thing I do remember about this Corsair, I think the WEP is 8 minutes. I don't know if that, well, I know it applies to the early Corsairs, I'm not sure about this one. I think it's still 8 minutes, but I will be considering it with my WEP as I go up in the climb. And yeah, you'll probably see me use the WEP only in dogfights and stuff, because that's what I tend to do with Corsairs. Anyway, I will see you all in a few minutes once we get into the battle. See you shortly.
All right, I'll be right back. 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 All right, I'
Well, welcome back. 2 of the enemy team have already died, and the rest are pretty much here. The problem is, one of them is an aircraft that pretty much makes me shit myself in a US aircraft. And that is the TA-152. Now, I suspect it's a H. It certainly looks like it's got the wings of a H, which is concerning, but we can deal with it. And I'm hoping our guns are able to do some work. Bring them up for me, buddy. I'm killing the TA-152 first. Ah! Couldn't quite pull it up there. Sorry, buddy. So the 152 is the immediate priority because, let's be real, I really don't want to tussle with that thing. I'll tussle with the 335 because I can kick that thing's ass. But I can't tussle with the 152. Like, I can, but not easily. Yep, these guns work. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's what we like to see. Unfortunately, the last 2 enemy planes are a 188 and a 288, as far as I know. Oh no, the 188 just ripped his wings off. So, oh no, it looks like he pinned it. I can see smoke bellowing. The last guy's a 288, so this is going to be quite boring, unfortunately, because that's just how it is, unfortunately. Sadly, no doubt, even if I do save this footage, the rest of the matches will be pretty much the same. So, if you do English, if you do end up seeing this one, you can blame the 6.0 black hole. That's typically how it is. But, I suppose on the positive side, you do get quite a bit of wins for USA these days. So, there is that. Like, it's not all bad. And yes, 288. Well, we might as well put these guns to work against ground targets, because they used to suck against ground targets, but nowadays they actually kill them. Woo! And of course, this thing can carry a pretty decent bomb load, so we'll probably use that to our advantage as well if need be. But unfortunately, this is just how the 288 black hole is. Like, well, the 6.0 black hole. Well, if you're playing Germany, you suffer. If you're playing USA, you kind of benefit for the most part. I say that, and your teams will suck after time, but you get my point. See, look at that. Even with air target belts, it just ripped that pillbox a new arsehole. Like, come on. And there we go, that's the match. Yeah, these guns feel excellent now. Like, wow. I'm very impressed. Even though that was a less than ideal match, the simple fact of the matter is that just proves, like, how good it can be. But I'm not going to skank you with a short match like that. I'll see you in match 2. Well, welcome to match 2. We got Hertgen. Pretty decent map for us, and also plenty of ground targets to destroy, and looks like we've got someone spamming crap. Yeah, this ought to be a good one. Oh, but yeah, that first match really goes to show just like how easy it is playing USA right now. I mean, we've got working guns, we've got working British guns. Like, come on. It's this fucking simple. If you're not getting wins as USA, you're either very unlucky or you're just farming ground targets all day long, not actually helping your team. Like, I only had to pull the trigger a couple of times and we won the match. Like, one shot on that TA-152 blew it to pieces, and then the wreckage of that was then shot by the Hornet, which then disintegrated it. Like, the guns are working excellently. Like, Hispanos are working excellently. These guns feel great. They used to be crap for popping ground targets, but now they do so much damage to ground forces, even with the air target belt, which is what I'm running. I'm sorry, but if you're not playing the 6.0 Black Hole as USA right now and you want to spade your shit, I'd recommend doing it, because trust me, this is going to be easy. So yeah, it is definitely something. Alright, I won't bore you with any more. I will see you all further in the match. Well, welcome back. You join me a bit further on into the match. We have a Narval backing us up, which I've seen better back up, I'll be honest. But for the most part, the enemy team seems to be down low, or in bombers, or taking head-ons with 620mm, which the guy just decides to avoid. I'd have took that head-on if I was in the A or the SO 8000. Bit like how I'll take that one. We got lucky there, he just nicked us, but I think we blew his engine and cooling system to bits, so that should finish up our little tussle here. Ah, couldn't quite get the shot, that's unfortunate. Right, well I'm going to leave that for the Narval, because I don't really care about getting kills in this match. I'm going to head down and see if we can give our Bearcat a bit of assistance. And looks like he doesn't really need it at the minute, but, you know, gotta be courteous and all that. Like I say, I'll leave the 152 for another teammate. Come here, Mr. K4. I'm compressing too much. And the Bearcat got it. See what I mean? This is just so simple. I'm not, like... It's so simple to just get wins here. It's not even funny. And there goes the 152. Like, come on. It's like, you cannot make this any easier for USA teams right now. I don't know where that 109 is. He's in the clouds somewhere. There he is. Looks like our bot is spotting him. That's why I've got visual on him. So, the last guys are this guy up here, which I suspect is a K4, judging by that climb of angle. And a 288. I can deal with the 288, I can deal with the K4, so I'm not too worried. And if he's not careful, I will go for a long shot. In fact, let's go for it. Don't quite have a good angle. Nah, I can't stick with him this long. I will be a vulnerable target. What the fuck is happening with my plane? That was weird. I've never seen the Corsair do that. I mean, could be the wing damage that caused that, but I doubt it. It's not severe wing damage, so, you know, it's not what I would expect it to be.
The victory is near.
Let's try the old spike maneuver. This can be a detriment, but people don't expect it, especially when you use the clouds. See, look, that was a short burst on the K4. If that doesn't tell you how good these guns are, the fact that we just blew a K4 to pieces and took out the pilot in a single burst. I mean, come on, how much easier do you want it?
Commencing attack.
Did you find the 288? Ah, there it is. We could chase down that thing if we want, or we could just go farm ground targets. Like I said, this is just so simple to play. Like, you've got great guns, you've got great performance, you've got good handling, unless you compress at high speed, which this thing does. But, you know, like, it is this simple. I cannot stress this enough. This is so simple. You could put a baboon in charge of this goddamn aircraft, and he could probably still rack up a kill or two, and get some ground targets. Like, I'm sorry, but if you could give this aircraft to a baboon, it's as simple as that. Like, you could just do that, and yeah, look, he just threw it away to deny the kill because he's a 288 scumbag. But, like, it's that simple. What more can I say? This plane, plus the teams, are just so simple. What more can I really go on about? Like, do I really have to say more? Like, yeah, if you get the War Eagle task like I've got for my daily, you're kind of buggered because you're not going to get it. But the simple fact of the matter is you can just go charging in, not giving a single toss, and you can pretty much just get wins left, right, and centre. I've not lost a game in the 288 Black Hole since this change. And to be brutally honest, I don't think I'm going to be losing one for quite a while. Anywho, I'm going to leave you all to it for today. I hope you enjoyed seeing the F4U-4B in action. I can only apologise about the lack of kills, but, well, when 2 and 8 teams collapse that quickly, that tends to be what happens. But I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see some of you guys in the black hole using it effectively. See you shortly.